Yesterday was like the biggest sales day ever. I had crossed $1,000 in sales on Monday. I want more feel, I want more soul, I want more energy. Hey, let's see. The goal today is like just sell one. Like that's all that the goal is, sell one. About testing one. Maple Boost text here, Maple Boost, but that is custom labeling. We are going to need bigger pouches. This is the, all right, we got, Jack, can I just tell you what we have going on for the video? Okay, it's morning in the dryer house. It's Wednesday morning, and we are doing the first filling of the first V2 sample of Maple Boost. We got a couple of important pieces. We got this new, I've been calling it like a micro digital scale. The standard kitchen digital scale was not precise enough for what we have going on. So we want to basically make sure, and my goal here is, I had promoted these as 80 calories. And so I want to make sure that 80 calories just fits in this well. I don't want it to look too empty. And I want to get a sense, of what 160 or 200 calories would look like. So we got measurements up here. 31 grams of maple syrup is 80 calories. So I'm gonna have to get something to funnel this out, but we can certainly tear that off, okay? And now I gotta get something. I haven't opened this up yet, so let's just maybe.
We'll just touch all of it.
How is this?
Mommy and Daddy want to eat this.
Fucking
Okay.
open.
Okay. How about you? We do one at a time. Oh, you know what? We're twisting.
Boom.
Great.
Nice. All right, I got it off. Jack, you say yay?
Yay!
All right, we got it off. So now the next step here is to put this actually into a small measuring cup that will be used just for pouring. Perfect. All right, so now the vision here is, let's see, Jack, let's see, let's see, what, let's see what, okay, so we got it zeroed out. Okay, let's see what 31 grams okay. Pretty nice right here. That is 18.84 grams. Okay, so we need a little bit more.
Okay, well that comes with a straw. I thought you could only drink like this.
27.32. So this thing is getting kind of full here, in my opinion. I think the 80 will fit well. But we're not going to be able to fit. You're singing Pop Goes the Weasel? Yeah. That's pretty much to the top right there.
You want a straw?
Oh, well, that's 35. Okay. So
It's not gonna work.
31.9.
You need more water in there.
Good enough. So, okay, what are we learning right here? What we are learning is that this pouch is actually a freaking fantastic size for 80 calories. If we want to get a larger quantity of maple syrup, we are going to need bigger pouches. So First step here, this means that we can order the 2x2 labels that have the 80 calorie text written on them. That was really what I was waiting for here. And we will have to investigate here what we want to do about the potentially larger quantities, but this is really solid. I mean, check this out. This is really full, right? Easy open cap. For a version 2, right, of this product overall, this is pretty solid right here. So we got what we needed out of this little lesson here. We'll have a much more organized setup for actually filling all the gels, but this was really just about testing one, seeing what the weight looks like inside of it, and then making sure that these labels are ordered. Success. All right, so the next step here is to get this product label ordered, and we'll just bring you right in. We are cooking this thing up in Canva, and we measured this out. So 2 inches by 2 inches will fit right on this. And we've got the Maple Boost text here. Maple Boost, clean energy, tapped from nature, 80 calories, 320 milligrams of electrolytes. Now we also got a little evolution here on the formula. So some of the feedback that I got on the version 1 of Maple Boost from the athletes that I sent it out to, this is back when it was a powder, is that the magnesium taste was a little bit harsh. And so there's an option to try different forms of magnesium. There's an option to change the ratio up, but one of the reasons that I really believe in Maple Boost is because the tribal principles of training and business building, well, I'm just applying them to how I'm building Maple Boost. And one of those is lower the bar, raise the execution. And so the entire formula, the V1 of the powder, had all these B vitamins and nootropics. And as I was like starting to measure this stuff out, I'm like, this is so freaking complicated. Like, let me just condense this, simplify it. And again, back to that idea that like consumer products, 99% of consumer products fit to meet the need of convenience. And so the positioning of the product, the convenience of the product, the deliverability, the delivery mechanism, like these are the things that I've anchored my mind to like how this product is gonna succeed, rather than like, oh, it's got this special B vitamin and this nootropic. Like, I could do a product like that at some point, but lower the bar, raise the execution, like let's just get this thing live. And so what I have learned as I just dug in, this is the second 2.5 gallon, is that we already got some good natural electrolytes inside of this maple syrup. So we've already got 26 milligrams of calcium, great for bone health, bone strength. And then 94 milligrams of potassium. Potassium is great for muscle function. That's why everybody needs bananas when they're cramping up, right? Banana's a good source of potassium. So the shift on the electrolyte content, number one, good user feedback. The magnesium doesn't taste great, okay? What's a solution? What's a workaround? How can we adjust? Let's highlight the natural electrolytes of the maple syrup already inside the maple syrup, calcium, potassium, and then we will just add sodium. And so this, this 80 calories, 320 milligrams of electrolytes, perfect, good to go. Now, let's also just bring you right in. So I am using Sticker Mule. Boom, boom. So right here on Sticker Mule, should we back up and show you the product? So we are going square labels on Sticker Mule, 2x2. I'm getting 500. It's 124 bucks. Choose the file, drag it in. Here we go. Continue. And check out here. So this is the step-by-step process of making this thing look legit as possible. Now, there is a part of me that's like, damn, I already want this to be like this super fancy looking gel, but hey, this is where we're at. We gotta be okay to ship something imperfectly, right? We wanna get this out in the world, get some feedback, and we will keep this thing rolling. So I gotta check out here. This will show up in a couple of days, and then we will move to a full filling system. I mean, I got like 400 some freaking pouches of these to fill up. So that's what we got going on. We got to order some more maple syrup, but first, we only have 5 units left. Yesterday was like the biggest sales day ever. I had crossed $1,000 in sales on, what's today? Okay, so today is Wednesday. I had crossed $1,000 in sales on Monday. Then I put out some content around crossing 1,000 sales. We were at 26 of the 40 Maple Boost packs sold, the 10 packs. And yesterday I sold 9 packs. So we only got 5 left. And I am going to tinker with like, okay, well, what's the next order that we want to do? I already have vision to do a pouch like this, but that is custom labeling. So I still like the nozzle on top. I still actually want to keep this different than just like a shred gel top. But this is what we got going on. This is how we're building it. First $1,000 I mean, that's pretty sweet. I dropped a tweet out yesterday. This was actually an Instagram story. I said, my experience as an entrepreneur has taught me, I think I want a $1 million business, to be a huge brand, do things big. I see BPN, Sam Sulek on YouTube, NVDM coaching, and lust over more. But what really satisfies me is a much lower bar, to make cool stuff and connect with people who like it. I imagine creators of those brands would say the same thing, and achieving more is just doing that for longer. More people should swing at their goals. It's shocking how quickly satisfaction comes when you're giving your best and building something true to you. Let's fucking go. So, minor hiccup on the shipping. I thought when I was poking around in Sticker Mule a couple days ago that it said 4-day shipping, but standard shipping was going to be arriving on the 20th, and these are all set to ship out all the 10 packs on the 21st. So I had to pay for a little bit more shipping. Not really a huge deal, but just like a lesson in general on bringing any kind of product to life is that I waited a couple of days to order this, and I didn't really need to. I could have just gotten all that measuring done a couple of days ago and gotten this moved along and not needed to pay for extra shipping. So not really a huge deal, but just part of the process here. Paid a couple of bucks. It'll get here on the 18th or the 19th. All good. One thing that's great with Sticker Mule is that when you submit the order, they then deliver you back a proof to approve. And for these stickers, I mean, it's just the image on a sticker, so there's not really much to approve, but they already just got back to me here like 10 minutes later, and I can approve this, and now it's just like motivating to know that something is in process, in production. Review carefully, boom, start production. Approved orders cannot be canceled, so looks good to me. And that's what we got. All right, so we got the product labels ordered, and we have some cool evolutions here on the complete packaging of the product. One of the Steve Jobs lessons that always sticks with me is that the packaging is the product. And you think about when you buy an iPhone, like the box, the way that the box opens, it's so smooth, even the texture of the box, the way that the freaking sticker, right? The sticker peels off the iPhone screen, the way that the cord is wrapped up, like you are experiencing quality before you even turn the freaking iPhone on. And I want that to be the feeling when these guys get these Maple Boost packs. Like, I don't want these Maple Boost packs to just show up in some junk, random USPS mailer. And so I just ordered poly mailers, bubble poly mailers, and those are going to arrive. They're really similar to the Maple Boost logo. They just don't have the electrolyte and the calorie content on them. It's more just the logo, and it says clean energy tapped from nature. And then we got a couple other things going on. So as an entrepreneur, I am a very big fan of what I call magic moments. And that is basically when I can provide something that's like a surprise to somebody who's a user of my stuff, right? Whether that's a tribal athlete who gets a surprise package in the mail, right? Here's a good example. We just did tribal comics for an athlete who finished a 100-miler, And not only is this stuff super fun to bring to life, but right, it's really meaningful for a customer. Like that will stick, right? These moments stick with athletes forever. When they think about tribal training, right, it's more than just the runs, right? And so I am already thinking, right, let's set these up here. I have a bunch of these tribal training tees that I got made. I got a box of them, and these were initially purchased for basically like family give outs at team races because it's super valuable, right? If we have a bunch of athletes racing, like that's great. We got all the kits, we got run tanks, whatever. But it's even better if like all the family members, if there's freaking 5, 10, 15, 20 family members, like if they're all in tribal gear like that, all of a sudden it's like, boom, explodes, right? So I had these on hand, and now I'm thinking like, what are ways that I can make the delivery of Maple Boost even better? Well, I certainly could be giving out some tribal training tees, right? So my expectation, I believe that I have enough, is to send one of these in every 10 pack for these first 40 orders. But then I'm also thinking, as I'm ordering this poly mailer, I'm like, how can I almost make like a contest? How can I make something where these people are encouraged to share photos of them using Maple Boost out in the wild? And I'm thinking about the other merch that I've got on hand, and I'm like, okay, I have these tribal starter jackets, I could do that. But then I'm like, oh, okay, hold on. This is all like coming to life here. I am in the process of getting the Tribal Mug Club mugs made for the guys that just did Ironman California. And I only needed 4 total mugs made. Let's go check in on the previous 3 years' mugs. All right, so Tribal Mug Club. This is what we do for the guys who do the Team Ironman, is everybody gets a custom handmade mug. And so this was Mug Club year 1. I'm drinking out of Mug Club year 2. This is right here, right? So we got year 1, year 2, and then year 3, boom. Let's get these locked in here. 1, 2, right? So handmade, custom, we got tribal markings. These are really cool things that guys love, right? They love this as part of the experience, like so much freaking cooler than just a finisher hat or a finisher tee. Well, on the order of 4 that I just put in, my Potter Mark, I'm like, in the past, I've needed more mugs. So like, if you have a minimum that I need to hit, like if you're doing a custom run of handmade mugs, 4, right, that might be a low count. Like, what do you need to do? And he's like, I really prefer to do it as 12. And so I'm like, okay, 12 is cool. Like, I'll figure out, that'll give me some creative space on how to use the remaining 8, right? Because I got 2 athletes, then 1 for me, and then I keep 1 in Tribal HQ on the desk out there. But I'm like, all right, so already since I had my meeting with him where we like designed together, I like hit him up and I'm like, hey, let's make 8 of them slightly different so that they can be used for something in the future that's distinguishing them from the Ironman California mug. And now all of a sudden, as I'm thinking about all this, I'm like, oh, I should have a Maple Boost mug contest. I've got 8 mugs to give out. How can I create something where these first users are sharing these photos on social, creating brand awareness, but also, right, like they're having fun and they're looking forward to maybe winning the mug. So I gotta figure out exactly what I wanna do about this. But the mug will look, it's kind of a combo. I typically evolve these as the design goes. So it's gonna be a little bit shaped like this. It's gonna be a little bit footed, right? This is a little foot here on this, something like that. And it's gonna be a little bit more like handheld here. So that's just like the design of the mug, not sure that that matters. But I'm about to send Mark, my potter, the Maple Boost logo and be like, hey, I'm gonna use these mugs. Instead of me just having them on stock, I'm thinking about a future team race. I'm like, I'm just gonna use them right now. And so that's just a fun evolution here and how I'm thinking about building this brand beyond just, this is my supplement, I'm just gonna push ads and try to just have like my customer acquisition pricing perfect. Like I wanna make this more experiential As an entrepreneur, I wanna be able to create more through this. I wanna have the meaning of Maple Boost, right? Like these mugs, freaking clean energy tapped from nature. These are freaking like rugged, authentic, right? This is not some, you go online and you slap a logo on a freaking stock mug. Like we got a mug from Trek Bikes in here. Like, you know, whatever, but like this is just, you just print a freaking random logo on a standard mug. Like, I'm not into that, come on. We got even Black Dog here, like, no, come on. How many mugs have you seen that are shaped exactly like this? Basically the same colors, just a different logo. Like, I want more feel, I want more soul, I want more energy. And so that is a fun evolution that's coming to life here. Time to go text the Potter. All right, so we might as well just bring you along for the full Maple Boost build of the day. Just got off of a Tribal team podcast, and I am moving the mission forward by just sending off 4 DMs inviting people to purchase the product. And that method of sending DMs or texts has been the way that I've sold almost every single pack of 10 so far. And basically it's just like, the way that I'm thinking about it is like every day, if I can just send out like 2 or 3 or 4, like there's a little bit of me inside that's like nervous. Like there's even a part of me today, like yesterday we sold 9. We got Pig absolutely slugging water in the back. Yesterday we sold 9. We are on a streak of 10 consecutive days, maybe even like 11 consecutive days with a sale. And there's a part of my mind that's like, oh, like you can take a break. And maybe today, like you just don't reach out to people because it's a little bit uncomfortable. But I also really believe in the product, and all that it takes right now to keep moving these sales forward is just sending out a couple of messages. And maybe these people will buy, maybe they won't, but the point here is that I am continually making direct one-on-one outreach to potential customers. A big mistake that I have made in the past and that I observe other people make online is like thinking that the way to acquire customers or sell your product is to just blast online, right? To spray and pray. Make more posts on Twitter, drop more links. And yesterday, the link on Twitter was super successful. I got a handful of orders from people that I actually don't even know. And so that can work, but if I'm just doing that all the time, like that is not going to be the way that this effectively gets built up. And so I'm really leaning on the one-on-one outreach. And the goal today is like just sell 1. Like that's all that the goal is, sell 1. We only have 5 left. So there is some honest urgency on these guys needing to order if they want to be a part of it. And that is the way that we are moving this thing forward right now. All right, 45-minute run for today's training. Really nothing fancy. Got some Philly sweatsuit vibes today. Cruisy Zone 2, in between some business building. Got a couple of calls coming up with some athletes, and rolling on with the day. All right, can we even, no, we can't see anything. Let's get the iPhone flashlight up in here. Come on now. Flashlight's not working. It's gonna have to be the phone image. The light off the screen. We are winding down the day in the sauna here. I needed to wrap the video. This light coloring is hilarious. I got these like little mood lights. Super cheap little things just off of Amazon. And they set the vibe in here in the evening. We got 3 of them cooking. And great day. Needed to finish up with a video here outside of just the run, closing things down. The phone doesn't want to stay on. Let's get a light here. All right, it's gonna have to be good enough. We finished the day with ordering. I needed to order the larger pouches. I just feel I have a hunch. I have a hunch that one of the Maple Boost differentiators is going to be the larger calorie content of the gel. And so those single gels that we've got are great for the 80 calories, right? They fit great, good use, good accessibility, but I want to send out 200 calorie packs. And so I ordered 100 of them. So all the 40 packs will have 2. And that is pretty much what we are winding down the day with. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that if you're still watching this, this inspired you to take some small steps and to realize the idea of like celebrate the small wins. Like, it's kind of overstated. What's understated is how big the small wins really are. That's what it is. Like, celebrate the small wins. I don't know. You need a lot of small wins. You should be doing a lot of small wins to celebrate that. But you should see that the small steps forward, that's what led to the first $1,000. That's what led to the first $1,000 of sales for Maple Boost. That's what led to the first 9 order day, record day. And that is what has contributed to moving all that momentum forward today. So thank you so much for watching. This was a fun video to make, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.